Hello Earth, welcome to episode 33 of season 333 of Making Cell, a series of videos where I record myself designing and implementing a programming environment called Cell. So if you're just tuning in, please check out github.com/autocornell/cell. Link, I'm pasting it right now in the description. So I was in the depths of rethinking everything as usual, and I think I have we have an angle here, because we're having all sorts of doubts about how cell.respond is being structured. And I was thinking about this clean way to do cell.respond, which is first use the entire value path to get a value. If you got one, great. If not, move on, keep on going to the next step. If not, go to next. So yeah. If not, I'm going to do it and walk the split. Split the entire value path into two, starting with just the first step on its left. Append add-do to it and see if that points somewhere. If it does, you found the call. This is an execution. Yeah, I'm really having doubts here. What if you get an add-do? No, you won't. I don't think you will get an add-do there. Actually, you can. You could have... No, an add-do, no. You could have do, not add-do. If you got a value and it starts with do, this is a definition. Complete the definition. Yeah, we can do that. Calling cell call. Calling cell if. So yeah, that's how we deal with it. But first you get something, right? Do you need to get something? No, I'm being stupid here. Because note how here I'm not calling anything. I already have the value there. I know that the add has an if. I don't need to go get anything there. I need more data here. I'm really... I need to get some insight on value paths. Yeah, the value paths don't include. I have some with if here, and eventually some with do. If I do this, yeah, this example with ref foo, what was it about? Yeah, I'm putting a reference to foo. That's all I do. So that's a simple case. Yeah. And an indirect reference here. Yeah. Yeah. So the leftmost add, I shifted it there. I shifted it. I need to understand this because I'm done on trying to review this code. It's the leftmost add step that has a do step immediately after it. Now is it the rightmost? Yeah, and the rightmost is the so the leftmost add do becomes the rightmost add. Yeah. Easier way to remember this is that if there is an add do to the right of the leftmost, to the left of the rightmost at. We will shift consider the rightmost at to be the leftmost. No. The do as the rightmost at. In effect, we're switching the rightmost to the left. This only will affect the context, target path, and the value path. Actually, the original definition of cell.respond was pretty good. I'm loath to say, but so yeah, because if I have an if and a do or a do just after that adds, I need to do something about it. But then I cannot override it with my own definition, right? Then I could just do the current value. Work the split. Because if you have an do, then you can override the whole thing. So you work the split first. When you find a call, pick all the concerned paths, make it up, and split the remove the left part of the value path from all of them so that you have a clean message. Keep on walking until you find something. Keep on walking the value. Up until n-1, considering the entire thing as the left, part of the value path makes no sense because that's what we did at the beginning. I can put something, honestly, we could also walk right to left and it'd be okay too. Maybe it would be better to walk right to left to walk the split. Yeah, let's do this. With most of the last step. If into n-1 because it makes no sense to get an empty path. It just brings the whole it's a good, interesting one. Yeah, why you cannot consider an empty path there. Yeah, it would bring everything. Didn't get anything, make a call to cell native. Inside cell native. Yeah, that could work, I think. So let's try to make it work with the current test suite. So we first get it. Going to do value path length -1. So if I have a path of length 3, I'm going to start at 1 and then go to 0. Start at -2. Just give me 1 and 0. And then I would slice the path to K, basically. If you do a thing like that, right? Or you can do -1, I think. Yeah, I could do that. -k was fine there. I don't get this again. I don't get this one at all. Okay, so you're basically adding it to the prefix. I don't like that prefix variable. I'm hating it quite a bit. I'll try to do without it because I'm that silly. Yeah. So the prefix is whatever. Yeah, the target path is the value path. No. It's the target path. With the ads. The prefix is like a modified. Look how silly this is. This is the prefix. Look at this. Man. I know you perhaps wouldn't care anything about what I'm doing here at all. You're probably right. But I need to understand what the hell I'm doing here. But this is the prefix. Seriously. This is what I was doing before. Pumpkin. Yeah, it's a prefix, silly. So target path. I'm only using it there. But everywhere else I'm using the prefix. So why am I using the... I'm trying to understand this pesky prefix. It is a modified target path that has no equal at the end and has add first suffix. So it's there. What the hell do I do with that prefix? Let's go to cell if. It's a query path. It's where the stuff is, basically, yeah. and cell do, it's the definition path. Look at this beautiful detail. I just got something. Because the value path has no equals in it, we are always skipping to results. Yeah, that's why it always also works for indirect definitions and executions. And a call with the definition path, it will be add do. The value path has no because it's add do. Dun, 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 dun. This is an interesting Azure outage still going, man. Let's see, team place. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting more of this prefix path now. What I can do is, if there's no call, yeah, I see no good way to to do this twice. Sorry, this must be incredibly boring to watch, but just the shape of this still looks off. Yeah, basically, if you run out of everything, when I call it on native, why does native need a... Yeah, I just basically need to clean the message. That's what I need to do, right? Because when you pass it to native here, have a call and a message. It's not as clean in cell though. Well, you do have the message here. You have a definition path. You still have to get the definition, which is a bit silly because we kind of already have it there before. Well, you don't have it actually because you're looking at something else. No, you're not. You don't have it. Yeah, I need to make this work. Else I'm gonna go nuts. Okay. So this already, if you define a do somewhere else, you basically can define a do somewhere, and now we will just jump to it as a normal call or an if. So that is given. With the above, we let you redefine if or do at any level. That's all the fourth you've got here. Side note, I forgot to write about this. If function application wasn't written right to left, we do it the fourth way. Argument, function. Instead we do you need the target path there. Yeah. So we could have it like this here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at this. How many times do we skip? Not that many, actually. I don't know, because I broke everything, right? Yeah. Yeah, so quite a few. I still don't understand why it's slow, because I still don't understand the execution path properly. Let's just go with this. I cannot figure out something better for now. Let's do this. think this will work. And then native. Of course, what did I do here? Just keep this for a bit. Silly. So it will be oh, interesting. I'm throwing away the in this case it's the whole thing, right? It would be the message. Interesting, I'm not passing the context path here, but I should. Yeah. And the if one is here. It's not the, it's the core. Will this work? Okay, what happened here? I need to pass get. And if call has to contain a con key. Where are these errors? Get to blue. Yeah, I guess I'm just passing something completely empty. That's why it's not working. Okay. A chance with me. Where's this index coming from? Yeah, for this case it doesn't seem to be working. It has to be empty. Hey, that looks pretty good to me, right? I need to debug the prefix. Okay, this looks good to me. So what's the issue here? I'm just passing stuff there, right? Instead, because I'm passing the message there instead of passing a path. It would be better to pass where to find it, right? Why not? It was a betterly, I was gonna say. Betterly Hills. Okay, I'm losing it, yeah. It's a query path, where is it? Of course, you fool. If you have the prefix, you don't need to remove it. Just query. Just query, silly. Just query it and don't remove the equals. Yeah, just query it. That was what was wrong, I think. Oh my. Silly. Just pass a path to the message. But wait, this implies that it is all there in the data space. it wasn't like this before. But it can be like this now. So let's do it. Or is it? Oh, cell do could not be called from the outside. It was only through putting stuff. So this was always silly. Would be a message path here. And cell do would take actually it takes a path. Did I change already this one? Just to get it here because I'm going nuts. No. Yeah, no, it's the other one that I had to change. Instead of message path. Nice. Now if we go back to this the message would be it would be the path minus the message. Something like this, I think. Yeah, I don't have to work anything. I can just all this silliness of getting things by prefix. This is done in get. It was very silly. This one is add slice from 0 to path length minus with the rightmost stats. Yes, the rightmost stat. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it to do because I want to wrap up for the day. I'm just so tired, but it was been a very productive session to do pass the right message path, calculating how much from the right you need, and then I think this will work. All right, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.